Hey guys, the Black Critic Guy. I just finished seeing Deadpool and Wolverine. I just got back from the movie theater, and no, I swear to you, this is not the review. This is not the review. I'm actually going to do a legit review for Deadpool and Wolverine. I swear it. I will do a legit review. But there are some thoughts that I had about or regarding the movie, not really about the movie, just regarding the movie, that I don't think I could really fit into my review for Deadpool and Wolverine, but I really, really want to say it. So I'm just going to make this video the prelude to my Deadpool and Wolverine video. Then I'll do the review because I really think we really need to take a moment. We need to truly appreciate the fact that this happened. I mean that, honestly. We need to acknowledge the fact that something like this shouldn't have happened. And the fact that it did happen is almost miraculous. And I truly mean that. We need to take a moment to appreciate that a movie like Deadpool and Wolverine has come out. When the Marvel Cinematic Universe was getting started, most of us never thought in a million years we would ever see the X-Men or Wolverine. Hell, freaking Deadpool in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Especially Deadpool, considering the content of Deadpool, considering the subject matter, the type of character that he is. Foul-mouthed, cruel, vulgar, inappropriate, not family-friendly. It does not fit the Disney moniker at all. And make no mistake, this is a Marvel Cinematic Universe film. It's in the Marvel Studios brand. This is not like an offshoot. This is not like how there's Disney and then there's Touchstone. No. It literally played the Marvel Studios logo at the beginning of the movie. This is a legit movie produced by Kevin Feige. His name literally pops up in the beginning credits saying a Kevin Feige production. And I really think that was intentional to make it clear that no, this is not some like offshoot or like, we're trying to kind of releasing it under a different name. No. They fully acknowledge that they worked on the film. They had a hand in the making of this film. They allowed the film to be made. And honestly, that's an incredible thing. Considering who released it. Seriously. And I don't think we would have ever gotten it had Deadpool not been such a huge pool. I just realized. No pun intended. And also, I really think that it would never have happened if they didn't convince Hugh Jackman to come back. I really feel like if they did a Deadpool 3, they would have had to pull somebody into it. Because they wouldn't be convinced to make the movie solely on Deadpool himself. While I believe they could have, I know for a fact that's probably one of the big selling points. Like, hey, we'll make another Deadpool movie if you could bring one of the X-Men along with Deadpool. Oh, there's this one X-Men that we could really use. But, he already had a beautiful send-off. How do we bring him back? Ka-ching! You want to come back, Hugh? I'll give you money for it. Come on, come back. You know you want it. So yeah, I just wanted to just take this moment to really I want to sit back literally. I'm sitting back. I'm on a chair. Can you see? Yeah, there's a chair. I'm sitting back literally. And I'm just taking in the fact that I went to a movie theater today and sat in a movie theater for 2 hours watching a movie called Deadpool and Wolverine that was created, produced, distributed, marketed by the Walt Disney Corporation and Marvel Studios. What an incredible feat. Despite if the movie is good or not, despite if you love it or hate it, the fact that this movie exists is a miracle. And I want to thank every single person, from the top brass to the guy that swept the studio after they were done shooting the film, for making this happen. Failure or not, successful or not, the fact that we got this is incredible. And I will not, what's the word? Not belittle. God, it's like being ungrateful. I can't think of the word. I'm literally struggling to think of the word. But basically, I won't neglect the fact. I won't not appreciate it. Wow. I'm a teacher and I can't even think of a word to explain that I won't take it for granted. Yeah, that's the best way I could put it. I will not take this moment for granted. So thank you. Thank you, Ryan Reynolds, for sticking to your guns and saying, no, if we're going to do a Deadpool movie, we're going to do it the right way. We're going to do it my way. We have to do it this way. No PG-13 bullshit. I want it rated R still. I want to thank Hugh Jackman, who I have a lot to say about him when I get to the review, but I want to thank him. I get it. He came back with the paycheck, but the fact that he even agreed to it after that beautiful send-off, after, he was ready to move on, and I was willing to accept we would never see him as Wolverine again. The fact that he came back, wow. He loves that character. Truly. He loves that character. And he knows the fans want to see him again. He knew that we wanted to see him in the Marvel Cinematic Universe to some degree. And we got it. So thank you, Hugh Jackman. Thank you. You could have said no to the money. You could have said, no, I'm sticking to my guns. Logan was the way I wanted it to end. I don't want to do it again. I don't care how much money. I'm getting too old for this. I don't want to do this. You could have said that. And honestly, I also would have respected that decision. I would have been fine if he chose not to do it. But the fact that he did, the fan in me can't thank him enough. Because it was just so good to see him again. I honestly mean that. It was so good to see him again. I want to thank Kevin Feige for actually taking a chance. It's a fucking rated R Marvel Cinematic Universe film. Rated R Marvel Studios film. I would have never have thought that day would come. And because this has happened, you better make fucking Blade rated R. I don't want to hear no bullshit excuse like, well, we have to, the demographic, we got to please test out. Make it rated R. If you could do Deadpool and make it rated R, you better fucking make Blade rated R. There's no excuse now. It has to be rated R. There's no excuse, Kevin. None. I will not accept no excuses for not making Blade rated R. You better. But thank you for, making this film. Thank you for Walt Disney. There are a lot of reasons to hate Walt Disney or the Disney Corporation, Walt Disney Studios. There's reasons not to like them right now. But in this moment, I will say they did a great job. I will say I'm glad that they, allowed something like this to be made, despite the fact it does not fit. It does not fit their target demo. It is definitely against company brand. They had to literally put their pride, their ego aside to make this movie. Trust me, I swear that this must not have been an easy pill for them to swallow, but they did it anyway. So thank you for that. And then the last people, and there's a lot of people in this one, and this is the only thing I will say in actually dealing with the movie, because I think it's important. And I think not only do we need to appreciate the fact that a movie like Deadpool and Wolverine was made, but we need to appreciate the people that brought it here. I'm not talking about Kevin Feige. I'm not talking about Ryan Reynolds. I'm not even talking about Hugh Jackman. I would like to thank 20th Century Fox. I know they're the butt of many jokes. In fact, the movie takes a lot of shots at them. And I know that we've been saying for years how they were being selfish. How could you hoard the X-Men and do all of these things and hoard all these other Marvel characters from the Marvel Cinematic Universe? You greedy corporation, you. But make no mistake, guys. If 20th Century Fox was not successful in making the X-Men, in making all the other Marvel films that they had, we would not have the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I truly mean that. We would not have the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I don't remember if it was X-Men or Spider-Man, but didn't Kevin Feige work for one of those teams, which then later led to him creating the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Someone tell me in the comments. I don't know if it was Spider-Man or if it was X-Men, but he worked on one of them. And having that foot in the company to help build his relationships and, his connections in the... Oh, man, I'm blanking out on words tonight. But if it wasn't for 20th Century Fox and maybe even Sony, the Marvel Cinematic Universe would not exist today. And we would not have Deadpool and Wolverine had it not been for 20th Century Fox. Had it not been for the great memories that they gave us in the past 20 so years. And there's one thing I will spoil about the movie. I promise you it's not a big spoiler, but in the credits, they do this beautiful, and I truly mean beautiful dedication, beautiful send-off, beautiful appreciation to 20th Century Fox. They show behind the scenes footage of every single 20th Century Fox superhero film that they ever produced. Every single one of them. And I'm not gonna lie, I almost choked up a little bit because it was amazing to see that. It might not have been like the mid-credit scene that I wanted, but it was such a awesome tribute to a company that doesn't exist in the same way that it used to exist. And a great acknowledgement of the fact that they set the foundation. We don't give 20th Century Fox enough credit. And I get it. They've tarnished their reputation. They shat the bed. They soiled the ground with those last few movies. Fan Four Stick, Dark Phoenix. I mean, they weren't good. I get it. But let's not forget, they did give us X-Men. They did give us X2. They gave us X-Men First Class. They gave us Days of Future Past. They did that. They gave us our first introduction to the Fantastic Four. They did that. They introduced us to Daredevil. And that it wasn't a good movie, but hey, it introduced us to that. Or was there... No, wait, Daredevil wasn't Fox, was it? Was it Fox? I don't think so. I think Daredevil was somebody else. I don't remember. Maybe he was Paramount. It wasn't Universal, I know that for sure. I don't know who Daredevil fell under. Maybe not Fox. Maybe it wasn't Fox. Anywho, basically what I'm trying to say is thank you. Thank you, 20th Century Fox. If it wasn't for your early successes, we wouldn't be here. We would not have the Marvel Cinematic Universe as we know it. We would not have such iconic characters like the X-Men. If it wasn't for you proving that superhero films can be not just profitable, but excellent visually, character-wise, writing, action. That first X-Men movie was proof positive that superhero films can happen. Yes, Blade existed. Yes, Superman existed. Batman existed. But X-Men was the modern superhero film. It was proof of concept that the Marvel characters could exist and fight competitively in the superhero film genre. And I thank you for that, Fox. And thank you, Disney, for making that beautiful homage, that beautiful tribute at the end of Deadpool and Wolverine. It was so well deserved, and I'm glad that the producers, the creators of this movie, took the time to acknowledge those previous films. Not make fun of them. This time they didn't make fun of them. They paid tribute because they knew better. If it wasn't for them, they wouldn't be here. So thank you. Anyway, I'm sweating like hell, and it's been 16 minutes. I was hoping this video wouldn't be so long. God damn it, why am I such a rambler? Anyway, so I'm gonna upload this video first, then I'm gonna make the Deadpool and Wolverine review, and then I'll make the spoiler video. I really can't wait to make that spoiler video. Ooh. I'm not gonna spoil anything about my thoughts on the film, besides the tribute to 20th Century Fox. But man, again, guys, sit back and just take it in. Take in the fact that Deadpool and Wolverine is a film that exists in our timeline. And that's incredible. I'll see you guys at my review. Peace, YouTube.